Many travelers come to Japan for temples, cherry blossoms, Mount Fuji, hot springs, and the bright lights of Tokyo. But many leave without experiencing one of Japan's most powerful living traditions. If you want a memory deeper than beautiful photos, there is one experience you should know before planning your trip. That experience is Grand Sumo, a world where sport, ritual, silence, and sudden power come together right in front of your eyes. At first, it may look simple. Two powerful wrestlers step into a ring, face each other, and collide. But once you understand what is really happening, every second becomes more intense. Grand Sumo is not only about winning. It carries more than 1,500 years of history, sacred rituals, discipline, and a uniquely Japanese sense of respect. And here is something many travelers are relieved to hear. Even if tickets are sold out, you may still be able to experience sumo while you are in Japan. By the end of this video, you will know when and where to see sumo, how to look for tickets, and what to do if you cannot get one. So before you plan your Japan trip, stay with me until the end. To enjoy sumo, you do not need to know every rule. You just need to understand why this tradition feels so different from ordinary sports. Grand Sumo takes place on a circular ring called a doyo. It may look small, but for the wrestlers, this is a stage filled with ritual, pressure, and pride. The basic rule is easy. Force the opponent out, or make any part of the body except the soles touch the ground. But the real drama begins before that happens. A match can end in just a few seconds. That is why the silence before the impact feels so powerful. Everyone in the arena knows that one small movement can decide everything. The wrestlers crouch. The crowd grows quiet. Then suddenly, the entire arena explodes with sound. This contrast between silence and impact is one of sumo's greatest thrills. But to understand why sumo feels so special, we need to go back much further than modern sports. Sumo's roots reach back more than 1,500 years. In ancient Japan, sumo was deeply connected to prayers, harvests, and rituals dedicated to the gods. It was not just a contest of strength. It was part of how people connected with nature and faith. This is why sumo still feels different today. When you watch it, you are not only watching two athletes. You are watching a tradition that has carried Japanese beliefs for centuries. Over time, sumo moved through different parts of Japanese society. It appeared in court ceremonies and later, in the age of the samurai, it was also valued as a way to train the body. Then came the Edo period, roughly 400 to 150 years ago. For international travelers, imagine the age of samurai, shoguns, and crowded streets filled with entertainment. During this time, sumo became popular entertainment for ordinary people. Fans gathered to watch powerful wrestlers, support their favorites, and feel the excitement of live competition. That is why Grand Sumo is not a museum piece. It is a living tradition. When you watch it today, you are seeing a piece of Japan's past still breathing in the present. If you are enjoying this guide and want to discover more of the real Japan beyond the usual tourist spots, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This channel introduces Japanese festivals, culture, and travel tips in a way that is easy for international travelers to understand. And after this, we will move into the practical part: the rules, tournament locations, tickets, and how to enjoy sumo even without a seat in the arena. Now, let's make sumo easy to understand. The first thing to know is that the rules are surprisingly simple, even if the world around the sport feels deep and traditional. A wrestler wins by pushing, pulling, lifting, or driving the opponent out of the ring. The edge of the doyo is where many of the most exciting moments happen. The other way to win is to make any part of the opponent's body, except the soles of the feet, touch the ground. A hand, a knee, or even a small loss of balance can decide the match. This is where sumo becomes more interesting than it first appears. Size matters, but it is not everything. Timing, balance, footwork, and reading the opponent can change the result in an instant. Sometimes, a smaller wrestler defeats a much larger opponent. For the crowd, that moment feels like a surprise ending in a movie, sudden, dramatic, and unforgettable. To enjoy sumo even more, there is one system you should know, the ranking system, called Banzuke. Once you understand this, each match feels more important. At the top is Yokozuna, the highest rank in sumo. A Yokozuna is expected not only to be strong, but also to show dignity, consistency, and the spirit of the sport. Every win can move a wrestler closer to a higher rank. Every loss can make the path harder. So when you watch a match, you are not only watching today's result. You are watching a wrestler's future change. And sumo does not end when the match is over. Wrestlers live and train in sumo stables, where daily life is built around practice, meals, discipline, and respect for tradition. Now, here is one of the most important points for travelers. Grand Sumo tournaments are not held every month. If you want to see one, timing matters. Grand Sumo tournaments are usually held 6 times a year, in Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, and Fukuoka. Tokyo has 3 tournaments a year, while the other cities each host one. This means sumo can shape your travel route. A spring trip to Osaka, a summer trip to Nagoya, an autumn trip to Fukuoka, or a Tokyo stay at the right time could all become a chance to experience Grand Sumo. But do not guess the dates. Tournament schedules and ticket sales periods can change, so always check the official Japan Sumo Association schedule before planning around sumo. I will place the official links in the description. If you can get a ticket, watching sumo inside the arena is a completely different experience from seeing it on a screen. You feel the size of the wrestlers, the sound of their impact, the stillness before the match, and the energy of the crowd around you. These are things a camera can never fully capture. So how do you get tickets? For travelers, the safest place to start is the official Japan Sumo Association website or Ticket Osumo English, the official English ticket service. Here is the part you should not ignore. Popular dates, especially weekends and the final days of a tournament, can sell out quickly. If you already know your travel dates, do not wait until you arrive in Japan. But if you cannot get a ticket, do not feel that you missed your chance. If you are in Japan during a tournament, you may still be able to watch Grand Sumo on Japanese TV. Imagine coming back to your hotel after a day of sightseeing, turning on the TV, and finding a live sumo broadcast. It may not be the same as sitting in the arena, but it can still become a very Japanese travel memory. TV can also be a good way to understand sumo for the first time. You can watch the wrestlers' expressions, the slow build-up, the sudden clash, and the replay of the winning move. For beginners, this can make the sport easier to follow. Broadcast schedules can change depending on the tournament, region, and TV programming, so check local listings while you are in Japan. For English-friendly preparation, you can also look for official highlights and sumo videos before your trip. I have placed useful official links in the description, including tournament schedules, ticket information, official social media, and English sumo videos. If you are planning a trip to Japan, check them before you decide your route. If you visit the arena, remember that sumo is both a sport and a tradition. Be respectful during the matches, check the rules for photos and videos, and plan your transport and hotel early, especially for popular tournament days. Grand Sumo is simple to understand, but the more you know, the deeper it becomes. A few seconds in the ring can carry history, ritual, pressure, pride, and the future of a wrestler. So whether you watch it from a seat in the arena or from a TV in your hotel room, Grand Sumo can become more than entertainment. It can become a doorway into Japan's living culture. Many travelers visit Japan and see beautiful places. But if you understand Grand Sumo, you may feel something deeper: the tension, the respect, the history, and the quiet power behind Japanese tradition. If your trip overlaps with a tournament, consider adding sumo to your plan. And even if you cannot get a ticket, do not forget, Japan may still give you a chance to experience it on TV. Check the official links in the description, plan early, and keep your eyes open while traveling. Grand Sumo might become one of the most unforgettable memories of your trip to Japan.